Hi, I'm Sarah Inauen, and I'm bringing you a workout through WIC. Today's workout is built for new moms. It's also good for anyone that's been moving though, whether you're at the beginning or whether you've been moving for a while. This workout is built just to help you make a better mind-body connection. We're gonna be using simple movements today. We're gonna focus on breath work, we're gonna focus on core work, and we're gonna focus on stability. The things that you might wanna have handy, you might need a mat because we're gonna be on your back, we're gonna be on your hands and knees. So you may need a mat or a towel available, and also have some water because it's really important to stay hydrated. To get you started off, we're gonna do a warm up. We're gonna come down onto the ground in the lying position, so we're gonna be on your back. You can make your way down to the ground, come all the way down. You can keep your knees bent, feet flat on the floor, and we're gonna take one breath here just so that we can settle onto the ground. So I want you to inhale and exhale. Feel your back settle down onto the floor as you exhale. Now we're gonna take your hands and gently place them on your belly. When you inhale, you wanna feel your lungs and your ribs expand. And when you exhale, you wanna feel them fall back down. Feel that your spine remains in contact with the ground as you do this. You wanna make sure that you don't have any space in between here. So we're gonna keep those hips tucked. Inhale, expanding, exhale, contracting. Now we're gonna take 2 fingers on each hand, put them right on top of your hip bone, and then move them inside so that you're on the soft tissue here. We're gonna take a big inhale, feel that expansion. Exhale to tighten as you exhale. Breathe all the way out. And as you breathe out, notice those muscles tightening inside the hip bone. That's your transverse abdominal muscles. We want to be able to find engagement in these throughout the day today. We're going to inhale again, expand. Exhale, let all that air out and contract. One more inhale. Exhale. Now we're gonna take this up a notch for the core work here. We're gonna continue to keep our back on the floor, but as we inhale, we're gonna raise the arms up and overhead. Inhaling here, exhale, just bring the arms over the chest. Inhale here. Exhale, bring the arms over the chest. Keeping your back down on the ground. 2 more breaths here. Exhale. 1 more, inhale. And another exhale. Now we're gonna take this up 1 more time with some movement into the lower body. I'm gonna demonstrate this here. We're gonna inhale to bring the arms overhead. And we're gonna let the arms stay here, keeping the back on the ground. We're gonna slide that right heel out and extend the leg, and then pull that heel back in. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhale, exhale. Remember on the exhale, you wanna feel the transverse abdominal muscles come on, so that soft tissue in between the hip bones there is engaging as we lengthen that leg and exhale out. 1 more. Beautiful. You can bring the arms down for a second, and then we're gonna do the other side. We're gonna do left side of the body. So here I'm gonna demonstrate this. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Last inhale, and exhale. Beautiful. My core is warm. I hope your abs are feeling this as well. Okay. So now we're gonna move into a circuit. This is gonna bring your heart rate up. This is gonna be more work for the core. We're gonna come to the hands and knees position now. So if you need anything to be underneath your knees, if you need a blanket or a towel that's folded up, go ahead and have that available so you can place that under the knees. As we're coming into the hands and knees position, I want you to open your knees hip distance apart instead of touching. And then we're gonna bring your hands underneath your shoulders and try to find a tabletop position in the back. Let's take a breath here just so we can get this stable. Inhale, the belly's gonna go a little closer to the floor. Exhale, pull that belly in, tighten those transverse abdominal muscles. Now what we're gonna do is extend. We're gonna inhale, and then we're gonna extend the right leg out, pushing that heel back towards the back of the room. Hold here, take another inhale. Exhale, feel the core tighten. Now one thing I want you to notice is, are you keeping your weight up through your arms? You wanna make sure that you're not hanging down and drooping with the shoulders. Keep pressing up and away. That'll help you keep your core engaged. Inhale, exhale, and then we're gonna bring that knee in. We're gonna do 5 reps. We're gonna inhale with the knee close, and exhale as we push that leg back and away. Inhale, bring it in. Exhale, bring it out. Inhale. Exhale. One more, inhale. And an exhale. Let's come to seated. Give the wrists a breather here. Now for today, I definitely want you working where you are. So if you feel like you need to do fewer reps than I'm doing, do fewer reps and just do your best. If you need to be doing more reps than I'm doing, do more reps and just do your best. This workout is for you and you alone. Let's go into that other side. So we're gonna come back to the hands and knees position. I have my knees open. I'm gonna extend, I'm gonna take an inhale first. And then I'm gonna exhale and extend this left leg, pressing back through the heel, pulling up with the belly. And we're gonna hold here. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. One more inhale and exhale, feeling that belly contract when you exhale. Inhale to pull that knee in. Beautiful. And now we're gonna exhale, press the knee out, press the knee back towards the ceiling. Inhale, knee comes close. Exhale, extend that foot back. Make sure you're lifting yourself up through your arms. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Last one. Beautiful work. Let's come to seated on your knees. You can roll out those wrists. If you need a sip of water, grab it. I'm gonna start setting us up and demonstrating the next movement, which is gonna be a clamshell. We're gonna come all the way down to your side, trying to align your spine from your shoulders down to your hips. And we're gonna get your hips stacked on top of each other, knees bent and stacked on top of each other, feet stacked. So see if you can feel your heels and your big toe joint connecting between your 2 feet. This is gonna work your gluteus medius. It's kind of like your side butt. It's high and on the outside of your glute. It's a deeper muscle. We're gonna gently lift your knee up, pressing gently down into the bottom foot, keeping a connection there in the feet, lowering back down. Height is not important. You just wanna feel the work coming from this muscle here to lift this leg up and help lower it back down. Now remember, you can work at your own pace, you can work at my pace. Either one is fine. I'm gonna go to 10 reps here. If you wanna get to 10, just stay working with me. Keep going, and don't forget to breathe. Your breath is very important. That's our focus for the day. We want our core to stay engaged here. So we wanna make sure that we're utilizing that breath for that purpose. You can keep your breath steady here. You can also exhale at the hardest part of the movement if that makes it easier to track your breath. I'm gonna demonstrate one more of these, and then we're gonna set up for the other side. Nice job. Push through the ground, come up to seated, and then we're just gonna twist ourselves and flip ourselves over to the other side. If you're having a hard time finding out if your spine is in a good alignment, you could also do this against a wall, and that'll really help you make sure that you've got everything in line. So we're gonna line everything up, hips stacked, knees bent and on top of each other, feet touching, gently pulling up with that top knee and lowering right back down. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Keep this going. And as you're working, you're focusing on your breath, but you can also be focusing on how you are showing up for yourself today. If you haven't had a moment to be proud of yourself yet today, this is the moment. Take it right now. It's yours. We've just got a few more to go here. Really feeling that work into the glute med. I like to call it the side butt. You can call it whatever you like, as long as you can feel it. I'm gonna do this last one here. Awesome job. Okay, for our next movement, we're gonna be making our way down to your belly. So we're gonna come all the way down to the ground here and take yourself all the way down. If you'd like to put your forehead on the floor, you can either stack your hands, you could put a towel there, or you can just have your forehead on the ground. We're gonna be working your hamstrings. These are the muscles that come up the back of your thigh. So we wanna hit the back of the leg up. We're gonna pull your heel as close to your booty as you can get it, and then release back down. Pull that heel in nice and close, engage the back of the leg, and then relax. Keep going. Feel that intensity the closer that your heel gets to your hips. You'll feel that intensity grow in the hamstring there. Awesome job. One more for this side, and then I'm gonna go right into the demo for the left side. So now I'm gonna go to that left heel, bring it in as close as I can to the booty, and then bring it all the way back down. Nice job. Don't forget to breathe. Don't forget to thank yourself for doing this. It's really important to acknowledge the good things that you're doing for yourself. We've got so many other things going on in our day. Sometimes we forget to tell ourselves what a good job we're doing, so go ahead and tell yourself again. I'm gonna do one more here. Beautiful job. That completes one circuit. We will be doing one more, so I want you to go ahead and grab some water here if you need it. Grab a towel. We're gonna take a couple recovery breaths as well. Quick little sip, and then we'll take a couple breaths and go into circuit 2. Great work. So recovery breathing can help you relax the body. You can use this when you've been moving, or you can just use this when you've been stressed out. We're gonna inhale through the nose nice and long, feeling that expansion. Exhale through the mouth like you're breathing out of a straw. Inhale, exhale. All right, so now we're gonna go into our second round for everything. Let's come back to your hands and knees. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. We're gonna take a nice inhale here. Exhale, extend that right leg, pressing the heel back. Inhale, bring that knee in. Exhale. Remember to feel that belly lifting up, the transverse abdominal muscles coming on. Inhale. Last one here. Beautiful. Let's come to seated to your knees. Roll out the wrists before we do the other side. And then we'll come right back into that hands and knees position, opening up the knees hip distance. Inhale. Exhale, extend that left leg, reach back through the heel. Inhale. Exhale. Nice work. Really try to feel your abs come on with the breath. One more. Come to seated on your knees. Roll out those wrists. And now we're gonna come onto your side for those clamshells. Remember, you can line yourself up against a wall if you're having a hard time feeling your spine in alignment from the shoulders to the hips. We're stacking and we're lifting. Here we go. Make sure you're breathing through these movements. Breath is important. At any time during the day, if you need a quick break, your breath is the one thing that is always available to you. You always have that no matter where you are. Just that inhale and that exhale can do so much for your body, so much for your nervous system. This is a great way to stay engaged through the core with intentional breathing. Just a couple more reps here, and then we're gonna switch sides. Nicely done. All right, let's flip it over. Going on to the other side. Coming in, lining up the body, lining up the spine. Beautiful. We're gonna lift through, making sure that the feet stay in connection with each other, and right back down. Notice here, we're not using a big range of motion. We're not trying to overextend through anything, just lifting up enough to feel the glute med engage. A little bit of external rotation, that's all you need. A little bit goes a long way in a lot of things, especially when it comes to core work. Small movements, intentional movements, just being thoughtful about what you're doing. Be present for what you're doing. Beautiful work. A few more reps here. We're down to the final few. Lovely. One more. Nicely done. Okay, we're coming back down onto your belly. We're gonna get into the hamstring, the back of the leg now. Making our way down to the floor, forehead to the floor if you can, comfortably. Pull that right heel in towards the glute, and then relax the leg down. Nice and slow on the way down. Try to control the work up and control the work down, so you're not just letting gravity do it for you. Beautiful job. Still breathing here, still getting core support here. I'm gonna do two more on this side. Big squeeze at the top. And then we're gonna go right into the left leg. Pulling that heel close into the glute and relaxing it down. Feel the engagement in the muscle get lighter and lighter as your leg lowers. We're still breathing in through the nose, out through the nose, or out through the mouth. Either one is fine. Just make sure you're breathing. One more on this side, and then we are done with this circuit. Beautiful job. Oh my goodness. Give yourself a quick little high five here. Nice work. We're gonna go into a cool down here. So we're gonna make your way back down to the ground. Before we do that, if you need a quick sip of water, go ahead and grab that. If you need to towel off, go ahead and do that. And then we're gonna make your way down to the ground onto your back. We're gonna bring that heart rate down and open up through the hips a little bit. We did some work, we did some tightening through the hips, so we're going to open up. As you make your way down onto the ground, onto your back, give yourself that breath, and on the exhale, feel yourself relax to the spine, down onto the floor. Inhale, exhale to relax. Now we're gonna take your right foot off the floor and bring it across the top of the left thigh. And while you're here, take this knee and push it gently away from your body, away from your chest. Flex the foot so that you have stability in the knee. This might feel like a lot of a stretch on the outside here, and if it is, you can stay here and breathe. If you want to take this a little more intensely for this stretch, we're going to gently start to bring the left foot off of the floor, coming in closer to the body. This is intensifying this stretch here. Keep the foot active, keep the knee pushing down and away from the body, and you're going to just gently loop the hands through the leg and hold it here. Inhaling, exhaling to relax a bit more. Inhale, exhale. One more breath here. We're gently going to place this foot to the floor. We can extend this leg here, shake it out a little bit, set this foot down onto the floor, and bring the left foot across. Beautiful. Activate this foot, flex the foot, push this knee away from the body gently. If this feels good, stay here. Don't ever take it further than your body tells you to. Now we're gonna reach through if it's available, grab the back of that leg and intensify the stretch a little bit. Always breathing. One more breath here. All right, we're gently gonna set this foot down to the floor, unwind this leg, shake it out a little bit. Nicely done. Thank you so much for joining me today with this WIC workout. You have done an amazing job. Be proud of yourself today. You should. You're setting a great example for your children. You're doing good work for yourself, and you've given yourself something special. You deserve it. Thanks again, and enjoy your day.